Hello, 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 and welcome to another Late to the Table podcast with your host, Big Zoe, the real and only Big Zoe up in this motherfucker. Or you can just call me Mr. Zoe if you nasty. Whichever one you like, bitch, I'll answer to both. Thank you guys so much for returning. And once again, just as always with the Late to the Table podcast, we're going to be pulling up late to the table. And while we may be late, but we still will be sipping that tea, spreading some gossip, and sharing our opinions below on the subject at hand. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to be talking about the infamous Real Housewives of motherfucking Atlanta. Yes, bitch. You guys have been wanting me to talk about this, and I'm going to talk about this subject. Now, I'm not going to lie, and as I've always said, even in the past when I've reviewed this subject, it is not my cup of tea anymore. I really don't care for these shows. For the reasons that I've given before in the past, that I just think that these shows are just unnecessary drama at this point. And while we do like watching drama on TV, bitch, let there be a point to it. It needs to have a good balance of positivity and drama. And the drama is just, and while with reality shows we all know the drama is never real, it's now suspended, it's gone beyond that point where you just kind of pretend it, where you want to pretend it's real. It's just bullshit now. And Real Housewives of Atlanta is no different. It is actually on a list of mine of shows that I think have gone on way past its prime at this point. We're on season 11 now, and I gotta be honest with you, bitch, I could care less what's going on in these hoes' lives. All these bitches are still simple and basic, and they really, I don't know, they really don't bring anything to me or for me on the television. But I'm still going to weigh in on this subject because I haven't talked about them for a while. And the first person I really, really want to talk about, because this person is really on my mind and really grates my fucking nerves at this point. Bitch, grinds my gears, bitch. What really grinds my gears? Is Kandi Burruss. Now, in the past, I have been flip-flopping on Kandi. There are times where I've liked her, but there are other videos where I've spoken of where I think that she's incredibly messy, and I just really don't like her because she is very fake and fraudulent. She comes off fake and fraudulent, being as that her former best friend was the fake and fraudulent queen, bitch, the Michael Myers queen herself, Miss Phaedra Parks, Miss Faye Faye. Okay? So Kandi, what really pisses me off about Kandi is that she likes to pretend that she's not in the drama and that she's the real one and she's not, this and that, but yet you continuously involve yourself or spread shit in other people's shit, and when you get called on it, then you like to throw your hands up and be like, I wasn't the one who did that, I didn't do that, you know what I'm talking about, I was just saying what everybody else already said, and I was looking out for you, bitch. You have the nerve to go and watch What Happens Live. Oh, hold on one second, let me just get into this. So, Kandi this season has been coming for Portia's man and saying all these things about Portia's man, and how fucking dare you, bitch? How fucking dare you? Now, a lot of people really pissed me off on this subject because they're like, oh, well, Portia was spreading the tea about Kandi and was saying all this shit and starting all this other shit and accused Kandi of being a rapist and all this other stuff. However, all that is null and void and a moot point when Kandi said she forgave. Now, you can forgive and never forget, bitch, but if you do decide to forgive, shut the fuck up and stop bringing the shit up. And now, I'm tired of this shit now. Stop bringing it up. What you bringing it up for? Why you always want to bring it up, or why are you always looking for at this point it feels like Kandi is just looking for a way to, well, I just need to jab Portia back. I need to start Portia back or make Portia your fucking storyline. But then when you get called on it, you can continue to say that, oh, Portia, I don't have nothing to do with Portia, girl. I'm so over the whole Portia subject. But bitch, you don't seem to be over. You on her clit. Like you wanted to be on her clit when you originally wanted to eat her pussy. But anyway, and I do believe the shit. I do believe I believe all the bitches got down. I believe Portia got down with them anyway. I believe they actually fucking fucked. To be honest with you. Yes, I do. I believe that Well, no, let me take that back. I don't believe they fucked. I do believe that they wanted to fuck Portia because Todd has always looked Portia up and down. Todd has always looked at Portia like she was a fucking meal on wheels, bitch, and a wig. Todd has always done that. And so has Peter, Cynthia's man Peter too, which is one of the reasons why I think that Cynthia had an issue with Portia too, but we'll get there as well. But Todd has always looked at her, and you know, Candy reminds me of those women who will allow their men to fuck other women or call it an open relationship or say that you do have threesomes just to please their man, just like her fucking best friend Tiny. That's another video for another time that I will be clocking the tea on with T.I. and Tiny. They are not safe from me weighing in. But yes, Candy is in that group of women who try to please their men by any means necessary because they're, you know, they let their men have all these, give their men excuses to cheat, basically, just so they can still have their husband. Which I don't understand, Candy, because you know you're a sugar mama anyway, so you can divorce fucking Todd. Well, I don't know what the prenup looks like, but I mean you can drop Todd and buy you another fucking little boy. I mean Todd's older than Candy too, but I'm saying you can buy yourself another man, bitch. You want to talk about somebody else's, bring up the past of somebody else's past and shit, but when somebody was clocking the tea on you, talking about your sex dungeon, you went out of your way to prove, oh girl, I thought I had a sex dungeon. Y'all come search my house, come look for the sex dungeon. Bitch, you went out, I mean, it was nothing for you to clean that shit up. But when someone wants to clock the tea on you, you want to get all up in arms and play the victim and all this shit. And you know what? When all that shit went down with Phaedra, I did not feel bad for you, Candy. I did not feel bad for you one bit. Because you know what? I don't like Phaedra. I've always said I don't like Phaedra. She has been fake since the second she stepped on the show back in season 3. She was fake. But you stood by her as her best friend while she was doing all this shady shit to other people. And you kikied with her and you la-la'd with her. And Karma is a fucking cunt and a bitch. Because it came back around and she targeted your ass when you started doing shit that she didn't like. Like, you know, when she was going through that shit with her man and you were still being best friends with him. Like, I thought that shit was phony too of you as well, Candy. You know I don't like Phaedra, but in her defense, bitch, if I'm divorcing, like, you're my best friend and I'm divorcing my man, I don't give a fuck if your husband still talks to him. Why are you still entertaining that shit, inviting him places and all that shit? That I don't like that. No. Call me selfish, call me whatever, but bitch, I will be putting my distance between me and you if you start to do that. Sorry. But you know what, Candy? You know, and they always say that there is an old saying that you can't control what your friends do. I do agree with that. You can't control what your friends do, but when you continue to associate yourself with somebody who does shady shit, then I start to look at you and say maybe that's your true colors. Because Candy, you still associated with Phaedra when she was doing all that shady shit against Kenya, against Mimi, and against other people like Cynthia and things like that, and you thought the shit was funny. Birds of a feather flock the fuck together. That is a true goddamn statement. So no, I did not feel bad for you when Phaedra turned on your ass. But Phaedra's not here anymore. And Candy, you're still here. You obviously don't have anything going on as far as the storyline. Your daughter is disrespectful as all motherfucking hell and needs to be slapped in her goddamn face. And that was a product of you raising her that way. Or lack thereof. Oh, I can't stand Riley. I cannot stand a disrespectful young person. And when I say young person, I mean 18 and below. I cannot stand that. Like, you know, I can't stand when these people, when they come out their mouth, talking like they grown to another adult, and you, the mother, sitting there looking like, oh, Riley, you know you shouldn't talk like that. Ugh. Anyway. Moving on, the other person I really am not here for is Lanithia Leaks. I've been said Nene needs to quit and go somewhere, and you know what? You know, she did what I wanted her to do, And you fans really make me sick sometimes. Oh, y'all wanted Nene back so bad. We want the queen back. We want Nene back because we want her to come in and clock the tea and all this shit. And she came back. I think did she officially come back as of last season? I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if she came back because, like I said, I've been in and out of the show. Did she come back officially with the season that? Yeah, she came back officially last season because Kim was on last season. Ugh, Kim. I'm not even gonna touch Kim on this shit. No. But Nene, you came back, and I was here for you with the beef between you and Kim, because Kim and her dumbass, whack ass daughter, hoe ass daughter did that shit, and they started that shit with you. And I don't like bitches who try to start shit but then try to act like a victim, bitch, and try like, oh my god, all these black women are coming for me. Well, bitch, you shouldn't have came in there lighting fires when you couldn't fucking stand the goddamn heat, bitch. When you can't stand the heat, don't light a goddamn fire. Who does that? Who does that? You should have stood in your corner, threw your shade, aligned yourself with the right people, because you aligned yourself with Sheree, Kim. I said I want to talk about Kim. I'm still waiting on Kim. You aligned yourself with Sheree, and Sheree, it was not a good person to have your back, bitch, because they brought Sheree back. People wanted Sheree to come back. I think I was even one of them who wanted Sheree to come back. I thought it would be a good idea to bring Sheree, Kim, and Nene back to the fold. And boy, was I fucking wrong. And I admit, Big Zo can be wrong too, y'all. Big Zo can be wrong. Because Sheree came back into the fold and offered nothing but mess, bitch. You were Susie from Basketball Wives Miami on steroids, bitch, in blackface. That's all you were. That's all you were. Sheree. She by Hooray. Oh, I can't stand Sheree, man. All you doing is sitting here in your storyline, and the whole beef between you and Kenya was fucking stupid. More Manor versus Chateau Sheree. Both of you bitches couldn't afford the goddamn house in the first place. Maybe Kenya could. I'm not gonna fuck with Kenya in that regard. But Sheree, you know you couldn't afford that shit. You should have just sold that. You should have just liquidated that equity and went on your way. Oh, Sheree had nothing to offer, and I'm glad that she's not back. I'm glad that she's not on the show anymore. I'm glad Kim's not on the show anymore. Kenya, it's clear that Kenya needs to be on the show so that there's entertainment. Because as I said, I've never had a problem with Kenya because Kenya seemed to play her role. She knew they hired her to cause drama. She didn't seem to take the show seriously. And I gave her props for that. So Kenya's not there anymore, but Nene, look, don't start your bullying shit again. Don't start your whole I can be messy but nobody can come for me. Because when Portia, when Sheree started that whole thing between you and Portia last season, and Portia just told you calmly how she felt, then you started going off the handle, bitch, yeah, bitch, and you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me, bitch, and you deserve to get your motherfucking ass whooped. Let me tell y'all something about Portia. Y'all know Portia about that life. Portia be throwing hands behind the scenes. It's already been known, it's already been come out that she be fighting people behind the scenes. So I think that whatever happened when she assaulted Kenya and when she almost assaulted Cynthia, I think they made her sign a damn contract where she couldn't put hands on nobody, and that's why everybody trying her like this. They're doing to her what they did to Teresa Giudice or Giudice or whatever the fuck her name is from Real Housewives of New Jersey. Y'all trying people, that otherwise will whoop your ass. And I do believe that Portia could take it to Nene. I don't care for Portia particularly either. But Nene, you tried it. Like, people cannot come. And see, this is the reason why I didn't like you in the first place. People can't speak up to you and say the issue they have with you without you going off the handle and going off. And your husband has cancer right now. Right now, you're making it all about you. And that really, really gets under my skin. And that's another video for another time. Portia, girl, more power to you. I really don't have much to say about Portia. She's just the guinea pig. She's just the goat right now. The sacrificial lamb for everybody having an issue with her or wanting to say things about her or being petty. Cynthia Bailey. I mean, what can we say about Cynthia? Oh, I love that drink. Oh, that drink was good. So anyway, you guys, that's my review on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't have anything to say about the newer hoes like Eva Marcel. Bitch, you can go somewhere too. Nobody checking for you. Clearly, you're not being booked, so that's why you're on the show. But, you know, that's all I have to say. I'm sorry if the review is lackluster. I just really don't really care for this show anymore, but I will continue to keep tabs on it. When something big happens, I'll review it again. You guys, you stay good. Remember the 4 L's: live, let live, laugh, and love. Like, comment, subscribe, and share on your social medias. Tell your friends about me. And be sure to return to another Late to the Table podcast. Goodbye.